Hey everyone, and welcome to City of the Dead, beginning of the Cairo section, so a whole new dimension. So I begin by getting on the bike and trying to make progress by not running anyone over. Made it past that guy. But there's more guys, and I have to get this jump up here correct in order to make... Okay, got it. So I have to use the bike to break the ground here, and then obviously, because this leads to where the ice elements are. Now, I don't actually want to get off my bike here, I want to continue and take the bike back to the beginning where the gates are, because that area where I was, it's possible for bats to loiter in that area, and I don't want to leave the bike there, then get back on it and accidentally kill any of them. So I take the bike here where there's less of a chance of me harming anything, and also I need the bike there later anyway to make progress. Now make it back by foot, try not to lose too much health to the men. Now I'm not actually going to go to where the ice elements are just yet. Instead I'm trying to stay in one piece and make it through to here. This is mandatory. There is a trick, an alternative method of getting the gate at the end open, and I actually did a video for it and titled it Very Interesting Glitch Stroke Shortcuts in City of the Dead, where basically where the ice elements are, if you can get to the switch without freezing the water and then pull the switch, it actually causes the gate at the end to open. And it would have been really handy to include it in this pacifist run, although it's been brought to my attention that it could be considered a glitch, because I've asked about it and it's had a mixed reaction, and basically I've been told that it could easily be considered a glitch. So I can't risk using it. My knowledge on game mechanics isn't very good, and I can't be sure that it's not a glitch, and so I have to do the level the hard way. Which means getting attacked by machine guns, set on fire, and losing a lot of health and health packs. Because I'm counting the machine guns as kills, and so I have to get to the switch the normal way without destroying the machine guns. And that means that they're going to set fire to me, and I'm going to lose a lot of health. And the fact that I'm not going to be destroying the machine guns means that I'm not going to be collecting the revolver, or rather I'm not going to require the revolver, which means that Mr. Revolver Man at the beginning is going to be spared. He's not a mandatory kill, and so I cannot kill him, and so I'm not going to. Because for the record, I'm counting the machine guns as kills, so I'm not going to destroy any of them. As far as I'm aware, in this section, the only thing the revolver can do that no other gun can do is destroy the machine guns. So I don't need the revolver, so I'm not going to kill the guy for the revolver, because that would be an unnecessary kill. I don't need the revolver in this section, and I am going to get it in the next section, because it does feature in the next section. It's also possible to do this section without bike boost, and I'm going to be doing that, and it's going to save me an awful lot of problems in... is it trenches? There's a bit where there's a load of machine guns, and that you would normally have to destroy them, and you would end up getting that bike boost item. But fortunately, the bike boost isn't mandatory, so that isn't mandatory, which means that I don't have to destroy those machine guns. And obviously, although I do need to get to the switch in this level, it is going to be possible to do it without destroying the machine guns. So basically, revolver, not mandatory, not going to get. Bike boost, not mandatory, not going to get. Machine guns, they all have to be spared. And in trenches, it's going to work out okay. I'm not going to go anywhere near them. In this level, although I am going to succeed, it's going to be an absolute pain. But I'm just going to have to try my best. Obviously, I'm saving here. I got the crossbow, which for some reason doesn't seem to destroy the thing I need to shoot. I mean, it does, but it always triggers the locusts first. So I'm just going to do that first and just try and get away from the locusts, because for some reason, even if I aim for the thing that I'm meant to shoot, it for some reason just does this instead. It can destroy the thing I need to destroy, but it always does that first, so I have to do it like this. With the revolver, you can just destroy it, but I've only got the crossbow, unfortunately. So I'm doing this bit the normal way, which means I'm triggering the ice elements, and then I'm obviously gonna freeze them in the water. So that's gonna be 2 kills, because there's 2 ice elements. They're both going to be distinguished. That's 2 kills. There's also a secret in this area as well, which is mandatory. But the freezing of the elements is mandatory. Even if I did make it across and pull the switch, it still doesn't open the door leading out of this area. For some reason, that only functions when the water's frozen. It's just if you pull the switch without the water frozen, it causes the gate to open, and then obviously then coming back and stepping up here after the water's been frozen, it then causes that door to open. But initially pulling the switch doesn't cause the door to open, so basically those elements are mandatory. There's a secret in here anyway, so I do have to come here. Those are the only 2 mandatory kills in the level, so I have to make sure that I don't have any mess-ups. Make sure I don't accidentally run over any enemies or do anything like that. But this is a tricky section. This level's hard. The next level is a bit of a pain because of the giant beetles and the timed sequence and the secret and the ropes and everything. Trenches, I think that's the level after it, which is actually not as bad as it could have been. Because if the bike boost was mandatory, then I'm pretty sure that level would have been impossible. But fortunately, it's possible to get the other secret in this level without the bike boost, and it's also possible to complete the section without the bike boost. I've opened the gate, a guy was spawned, and I'm coming down here to lure him away. Because obviously, had I got straight on my bike, then I would have run him over and killed him, so instead I lure him away. That's good enough. I'll lose a bit of health, but don't worry. Because I need the bike in this area. I can't do this bit without the bike, or at least I don't think I can. I am saving because there's a couple of bats up ahead that are very easy to accidentally kill. I'm going to park the bike around here, and I'm going to have to hope that the bats cooperate, because they can be very dumb and stupid and get in the way and stuff like that. I need a bit of luck from the bats here. What are they doing? Are they following me? Okay, they're randomly flying in circles. Okay, I'm going to hope that they continue to randomly fly in circles, enabling me to safely get out of here without killing them. They don't appear to be following me. They can be very persistent, they can literally follow my every step. Okay, for some reason they stayed in that area. Hold on. Actually, no. That takes me. That takes me to the switch, doesn't it? Actually, I want to put my bike by the gate, don't I? At the end, because the switch up there is what opens the gate. So I want to put my bike by the gate so I can leave as quickly as possible. And I'm going to go back this way instead. I'm going to save first. I'm actually going to go back this way because this takes me. This way, I'm going to end up a bit closer to the gate than I would be. I'm going to have less men in the way. I'm going to get shot less. There's going to be less of a chance of me running them over and killing them. So I'm going to go this way. I'll be fast, I don't want to get shot too much. And also, there's some items down here, aren't there? If you want to know a really funny story, when I did this level for the very first time, I can't remember how old I was, but when I did this level for the very first time, I didn't actually... Where the ice elements are, I didn't actually realise the gap there where you jump up and shimmy along and everything. And so when I did the level at the first time as a kid, I actually thought you had to jump across how I did in the video that I've posted in the description, just showing the glitch. I actually thought that that was how you had to get to the switch, and so when I was a kid I was stuck on that bit for ages trying to jump across, and when I eventually did jump across I pulled the switch and it apparently had no function, and I was like, what? And then when I returned to the main area, I then noticed the gap, and then obviously managed to do the whole thing with the ice elements. Then obviously I realised the water was frozen. I went to the switch, and then the function happened. And it's like I just felt like an absolute moron, because that was all I had to do, and I'd spent so much time doing it the impossible way. And it's like, how did I not notice that? And that actually caused the gate, one of the gates at the end to open, because obviously that causes one of the gates to open. So that actually caused one of the gates to open, and then when I saw the gate, I assumed that it was like that from the very beginning. I assumed that one gate was open, and you could just, and that was basically how it was. And then when I did this bit and pulled the switch, it caused the gate that was open to close and the other gate to open. And I was like, what on earth is the point of that? Little did I know that normally both gates would be closed, and then obviously they would then both open. Okay, here's the intense bit. I've got to make it across and pull the switch. The machine guns are kills. I cannot kill them. I have to spare them. They are going to demolish me. Being shot, being shot, being shot, being shot. Cross, and fire begins. Now I'm on fire. Okay, I'm not going to commentate for this. I need to be focused. Yes! Brilliant. Water. Thank fuck for water. Okay. Switch has been pulled. Gate is open. I was on fire. I lost a lot of health and a lot of health packs, but I made it to the water. Here I am. Okay. Thank God for water. And now I can crack on. All that's left to do now is the other secrets, which I am going to get in this video, and I'm going to get it without the boost. It's a good thing most of the machine guns are broken. Feeling these guys might want to get a refund, because I think their guns might be a bit faulty. Okay, I'm actually going to leave the level, but that's just to refill my health. And I'm going to come back in for the secret, which is very hard without the boost. I need to be careful that the men are going to be close. I cannot run any of them over, and crashing like that has not helped. They're shooting me means they're close. I can see one. There's absolutely no point leaving yet, because as far as I'm aware, if you leave and re-enter, then the characters are in the exact same positions that they were when you left, as far as I'm aware, so leaving isn't going to help. I just need to get on with this. Okay, I'm saving here, but I'm probably going to save a bit more, so I need to get into a really good position. Yeah, I've waited for the guy to move out the way, and now I'm saving again. And I try and get into the best possible position, because I need to be able to get a good drive without the fear of running anyone over. Because it's really hard to make it across. Sorry about the save fest, but obviously it was brilliant to have made it over, but then I saw the guy. I also aware of my health. I didn't want to save. I needed to save and recover my health. I needed to save because I didn't want to risk running him over or anything, but then I needed health because my health was low. It's okay. I saved, used my health pack, saved again, and I'm over. Okay. This secret has been is registered, and all that's left to do now is to jump back over, which is easier the second time, and then obviously leave, and that's be done with this level. Now, I was really nervous, that's why when I made it over initially I kept quiet. I wanted to be... I didn't want to celebrate too soon. I easily could have died, I easily could have ran the guy over, I just didn't know. I wanted to keep calm. Now I need to get into a good position, but I can't run anyone over. Hopefully this is the last time I save in this level. Yes! Okay, well, maybe it's not the last time I save, but... And now is as good a time as any to tell you that this really has not been as successful as it seems. I am only showing you the successful stuff, but believe me, that ditch, both when getting over there and when coming back, I fell to my death God knows how many times, and with the machine guns I burned to death God knows how many times. So please don't think this was a success, because it wasn't. You were only shown the successful stuff, so I didn't want to bore you with failure. But this level is now done. I have completed City of the Dead. Statistics, 56 secrets. That's 2 more than what it was, so that's correct. That's how it should be. My health packs are lower, but the horrible stuff is kind of done. I save here. That's the end of the level, so thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.